Congress is very important to all of us gathered here. I'm pleased to be joined by many of the members of Congress as we take an important step to halt the flood of deadly drugs that are pouring into our country like never before.
Today, we had a beautiful bipartisan moment where Democrats and Republicans are working together to keep that fentanyl out of our country, to use these devices to accomplish that goal. It's not perfect. We need to do a lot more. But today was a very good step, and I want to praise all of the people, Democrats and Republicans and the President, for working together on this bill.
The crisis of fentanyl in our communities is not a Democratic problem or a Republican problem. It's a problem that we all share. And this legislation, the INTERDICT Act, reflects our ability to come together when we share common concerns and can find a path forward.
This law directs the Department of Homeland Security to provide additional tools and resources to detect and intercept the supply of illicit fentanyl.
President, I want to thank you so much, but on behalf of law enforcement, fentanyl is impacting them on a daily basis.
Yes.
They are the ones in our first responders, whether firefighters, EMT, and police, who are being impacted when they come upon offenders and people with fentanyl, and they too are actually suffering from overdoses.
This is a powerful example of where when you work across the aisle in a bipartisan way on an issue that affects all of our constituents, you can achieve some important progress in the fight against illicit drugs like fentanyl. Kentucky, where I come from, suffers from the third highest drug overdose mortality rate in the country, and our people are suffering.
Each death is a tragedy, leaving behind devastated parents, spouses, and orphans all over our country. It's reaching every corner of our great nation, and it shouldn't be.
11 people a day in my state of Ohio die from opioid overdose. This is an important bill. The next step is that we actually provide dollars to communities so we can scale up treatment that we woefully underfund.
The INTERDICT Act is a very solid step in trying to help law enforcement keep the scourge of fentanyl out of our country.